Hi, dear student. I am Mukta, assistant professor in Sushant University, Gurgaon. So, today I am going to start a new playlist on exploratory data analysis using Python. So, this is the introductory session on exploratory data analysis. So, in this complete playlist, we will discuss the complete subject EDA and also do the implementation using Python, right? So this is an introductory, today's lecture is an introductory lecture. So first of all, in this lecture, we are going to understand what is EDA, why EDA is important. So, and then in the next video, we will discuss key, what are the major steps that involved in EDA. So let's start the introduction of EDA. So see, first of all, before moving to the next slide, I just want to tell you ki why, what is EDA and why it is important. See, EDA is exploratory data analysis is very important to better understand the data. If you want to pursue in the field of data science, so this is first and foremost step that you need to understand. And uh, in, and you know that ki there are various machine learning models that mm, that are helpful in order to analyze the data. So without EDA, no machine learning model can be created accurately. So it is important to understand this topic, what is EDA, right? So let's start the video. So EDA means exploratory data analysis, means to explore the data. Okay, to explore the data means to better understand the data in terms of its structure, patterns, to detect the missing values within the data, to detect anomalies in the data, to detect errors in the data in case of any inconsistency present in the data. That also you need to point out using EDA. So to check the assumptions within the data. Eventually, EDA provide you a complete summary, and also you can visualize it using the Python library, right? So EDA अगर एक layman language में मैं एग्जाम्पल लूं कि लेट अस सपोज ए पेशेंट विजिट टू ए डॉक्टर. सो डॉक्टर इज गोइंग टू, before proceeding further, doctors first of all understand the patient history. ठीक है. What is the history of the patient, कि why these all are the problem which is faced by the patient. So he must go deeper and deeper to better understand the disease of the data, symptoms of the symptoms of the patient. So that is just an example of EDA, right? So EDM means to explore the data, to go deeper and deeper into the data, right? So in the next slide we will discuss the importance of EDA. So exploratory data analysis is very important, right? There are few points basically tells ki why EDA is important. First point is data insight. EDA is helpful to analyze the complete data set in terms of better understanding the characteristics of the data, right? To find out the missing values in the data, outliers present in the data, errors within the data before modeling it. Okay, before designing any modeling, any model out of the data, first of all, we need to better understand the data. We have to critically analyze the data. Right, so this is this comes under data insight. Next, we need to check the quality of the data, right? EDA is also helpful to improve the quality of the data. ठीक है. How it is going to improve the quality? First of all, if there is any error present in the data, so first of all remove that error, right? To find out the missing value, if any rows is in any row is complete missing, so you first of all remove that missing values. Okay, in case any consistency is present, any data is not synchronized. So first of all, you need to improve the quality of the data by removing all this inconsistency to make the data consistent, right? So this comes under the second point. Third is to check on outliers and anomalies, right? First of all, we need to understand what is outliers and what is anomalies. See, outlier is the any data points which are outside the range. I'm not saying outside the range. Let's take an example. Let us suppose we are having a data set of the student marks, right? If we have marks within the range of like 62, 67, 68, 69. So all these are the closely, all these points are closely, all these marks are closed. But if we have having a marks like 10, so this is the outlier. Any point which is outside the range, which is far away from the normal range, is known as the outlier, right? And we need to also find out the anomaly. Anomaly means the point which is outside the usual range. As we have discussed, outlier and anomalies are terms interchangeable terms, right? Use interchangeably, right? So anomaly, we need to find out outliers and we need to find out the anomalies, right? So EDA is helpful to detect the outliers. We will discuss one by one by using various method how we can find out the outliers. Okay, and we will also visualize the outlier by using the when we discuss the data visualization, right? So next point is to check on variable relationship. It is also helpful to detect the relationship within the variables. There are various kinds of variables like univariant, bivariant, that we will discuss in depth later on. But now I can tell you the univariant means the a single variable. Okay, if we are having a single variable, that is known as the univariant. Bivariant, if we are having more than one variable, like if we are having two variables. Let us suppose an example, like if we discuss the marks of a student, so it is univariant. If we discuss if we take an example of two variables like marks and the number of study hours, so this is known as the bivariant, right? So we need to find out the relationship within the variable to better understand the data, right? So next step is, oh sorry, next is the data modeling. If after understanding the complete data, now the data modeling will be done. Okay, so any model will be created only after the complete understanding of the data cleaning and removing all kind of inconsistency within the data for futuristic purpose, right? So we will so all these points that we have discussed all are come under the importance of EDA. So, in the upcoming lecture, we will discuss the various steps that are involved in the EDA. So, which involve the data requirements. Next come the data collection, data cleaning, data profiling, data visualization, and data insight. All these steps we will discuss in the next video. Thank you so much, friends. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.